GS Charity Foundation in Hong Kong. Glorious Sun Charity Foundation. GS Charity Foundation is a Buddhist organization dedicated to engage in social services in different countries. Their most recent service to Sri Lanka began with the COVID-19 crisis, with the guidance of the most venerable emeritus Professor K.L. Dhammajyothi Mahathero. On hearing that the Sri Lankan people have been affected by the COVID-19 virus in 2020 and also suffering by the economic crisis in 2022, the GS Charity Foundation extended its kindness towards underprivileged and disadvantaged Sri Lankan people who were in great economic distress. The GS Charity Foundation started to help poor people to survive during those hard times. The foundation distributed dry rations such as rice, lentils, and milk powder, together with cash handouts to poor people in different areas of Sri Lanka in 2022. Some of the areas were Vavuniya, Madhavachchiya, Padaviya, Kabithikollava, Mihintale, Polonnaruwa, Ratnapura, Vattuwa, Balapitiya, Alutkama, Alpitiya, and Kurunegala. These food packs and cash handouts enabled people who were malnourished and improvised to rebuild their lives. The members of the GS Charity Foundation, leading by Most Venerable K.L. Dhammajyothi and Y.C. Leong, traveled through remote villages in Sri Lanka. They spoke to village people and found two main problems. They were, first, the prevalence of chronic kidney disease and the lack of safe, purified drinking water. Second, farmers being unable to continue their farming due to the exorbitant cost fertilizer. Clean drinking water. Sri Lanka's north-central region and also many other regions have some of the highest prevalence of chronic kidney disease, also known as CKD. 80% of the farming population relies on groundwater for their daily water needs. This includes their drinking water. Recent studies have pointed towards an association between CKD and the groundwater chemistry and the water quality in household wells, suggesting that the disease could be caused by hydrochemical factors such as high fluoride and water hardness, heavy metals, and microbial contamination or combinations. CKD is presently viewed as a complex disease mostly found in certain rural populations and provisionally defined by the absence of consistently observed causes commonly associated with chronic kidney disease. The people of the area requested the members of the GS Charity Foundation to provide them drinking water purifying machines because it is one of the possible solutions to avoid this deadly disease. This resulted in the Safe Drinking Water Project or the establishment of reserve osmosis, or RO plants as they are better known, to help prevent chronic kidney disease. The GS Charity Foundation established 349 water purifying plants in Madhavachchiya, Vavuniya, Vilachchiya, Kabithikollava, Padaviya and Polonnaruwa in 2023, 2024 and 2025. In 2026, 133 water purifying machines or RO plants will be established in Badulla and Monragala districts too. Relief Fund Project to buy fertilizer for farming families. The second problem of village people was that they have given up agriculture activities because of the high price of the fertilizer. After listening carefully to this problem, the GS Charity Foundation decided to give cash grants of 35,000 rupees to a family and altogether 25,000 families. So in 2023, 2024 and 2025, more than 75,000 families benefited from this program in Madhavachchiya, Vavuniya, Vilachchiya, Padaviya, Kabithikollava and Polonnaruwa. In 2026, this will be continued in Badulla and Monragala. This massive project was named as the Relief Fund Project. Dialysis machine donations. Establishing the safe drinking water system or RO plants is one of the remedial measures to prevent the chronic kidney disease from harming the next generation of Sri Lanka. But at the present, thousands of innocent poor people who have already been affected by the chronic kidney disease need to receive dialysis continuously. Most of these people's only source of income is agriculture. So the GS Charity Foundation started to donate dialysis machines to government hospitals in rural areas in Sri Lanka. 27 dialysis machines have already been donated in 2025 and another 15 machines will be donated in 2026. Eye test machine donation. An eye test machine has been donated to Madhavachia Base Hospital in the north central area of Sri Lanka by the GS Charity Foundation. As a result, the people in the north central area now can easily check their eye disease in the same area without traveling to far away hospitals. This is a great relief for the rural area people in the north central province. Giving strength to PGI-PPS. GS Charity Foundation has helped upgrade infrastructural development of the Postgraduate Institute of Pali and Buddhist Studies at the University of Kelaniya, Sri Lanka. The serene Buddha statue with landscaping, the well-sophisticated auditorium and the attractive boardroom are some of them. Scholarship programs. Considering the economic difficulties that arose in Sri Lanka due to the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic and the 2022 economic crisis, the GS Charity Foundation in Hong Kong decided to extend its support to Sri Lanka. As a result, a significant scholarship assistance program was initiated. Scholarships have been offered since 2023 to uplift Buddhist studies in Sri Lankan universities. As part of this program, scholarships were awarded to students of the Department of Pali and Buddhist Studies at the University of Kelaniya, the Postgraduate Institute of Pali and Buddhist Studies and the Department of Buddhist Studies at the University of Colombo in 2024 and 2025. This will continue in 2026 too. Flood donation. Hearing about the recent Ditwa cyclone disaster, the GS Charity Foundation stepped to help affected people in Sri Lanka. As a result, an immediate financial assistance program was held at Kelaniya and Aturugiriya areas. With the request of Uva Provincial Council and the Polonnaruwa political leaders, 1,000 school bags filled with school items were donated to cyclone-affected students in Polonnaruwa and Badulla. The immense work of service the GS Charity Foundation has done for Sri Lanka cannot be quantified nor valued. Their work, donations and gifts have gone on to not only help students continue their education and people in trouble survive, but also to save thousands of lives and help them live another day. Sri Lanka as a nation is deeply grateful to the GS Charity Foundation